Okay guys, what we got here is a 2006 first generation Scion XB, and I've got the hood up and I've got a couple of things taken apart, and I'm going to show you how to change the alternator and the water pump and make it easy on yourself. Okay, first thing you should do is disconnect one side of the battery, and then I've already got the headlight out on this side, but on this side I'll show you. There's two screws on the headlight, and then there's a couple of screws underneath the bumper. You're going to pull the bumper off, and what I've got on the bumper is there's a screw here and here and here, and then over on the side there's one right in here. There's a screw that goes right in here, and then that's actually broken, but that was broken before I started this. But you can take that screw out of the bottom, and then that'll allow you to take your bumper and it'll pop out just like that. And then it'll lean forward just enough. And then what I was doing is I was taking this little old jug, it's plastic, and I was sitting it right up underneath there. As far as the lights, I've got screw here, and then under the bumper there's a screw there, and on the side there's a screw there for the lights. And then this piece right here has a bolt. Your fluid container for your washer has a bolt here, and then there's another one on the other side over here. And then you can take your washer, take those two out, and then you can take your washer fluid and pull it up to the side like that. Okay, so then you've exposed your alternator, which I've got the belt off already, and then the water pump's right down here. I took it off yesterday and had to wait to get one in. That's a brand new alternator that I put in, and it has a tensioner bolt here and then a bolt down here. And you can actually get your wrench in there. There's a little bracket that was mounted right here, but you can actually get in there to it, and then this moves around, so it'll actually slip right out of there pretty easy. You'll have to rock it back and forth once you get that bolt out a few times to get it out. Now the water pump, in order to get to it, what I've done is on the engine mount there's 1, 2, and then a third screw on this side right down here that I've taken out. And then you take your floor jack and you put a little 1x on it, and you'll put it right under the oil pan and jack it up. Okay, so I'm under here, and then there's the oil pan, and I've got the jack under it. I'm going to start jacking it up ever so slowly, and then I got the tension on it, and you'll see the engine mounts start lifting. And then I went probably 5 or 6 inches up, maybe not that much, maybe 4, But you see how I'm starting to gain access. Access to the water pump at this point. Okay, so that's pretty good right there. And now I can get to every bolt with my power tool into that water pump. And then I've got a new water pump right here. It's 40 bucks at O'Reilly's. And the radiator was 90 bucks. And then I suggest write down your belt pattern. And I had it wrote down somewhere on a box lid that somebody's thrown away. But anyway, that gets you to your water pump. And you will make a mess when you pull it out. So I got a wet dry vac, and I put a little bucket underneath there and it caught some of it, but I got the wet dry vac and sucked the rest of it up, and it's still a little bit damp in the floor, but it did a good job of cleaning up. Okay, so here we go, putting it back in. See, it's a new pump. The pulley's off of it. The pulley's right here. And pretty easy. I've got the gasket already on. And sits right in there just like that. Two nuts. That's a 10mm. And the D-Walk. Without moving all this stuff, this would be just about impossible to get a wrench like that, because the motor mount and all's in the way. But I can tighten it down real nicely.